What, and I cannot stress this enough, the heck is up with y'all? It's been just a short minute since I was here. I only took one weekend off. Y'all act like I have been gone forever, but I am here. I am back on the mic. The podcast is up and running. Here we go. Welcome back to the Bookcast. This is episode 63. And the Bookcast is my platform for sharing short fiction and updates on what I'm reading and writing. I am Danielle White. I'm the author of 12 contemporary Southern and romantic fiction novels featuring Black men and women. I'm also a big fan of books, so we usually begin with a book report, and then we talk about writing. I have finished my dessert project. Can you hear the smile in my voice? I'm done. That is a project I'm doing just for fun, for the love of writing, and we'll talk about it more in the writing update, but it gave what it was supposed to give. So for me, that's fanfiction, the story of Kate, a thriller-ish piece for the Poptober writing challenge at the fanfiction archive that I run, is complete. I'm working on a little post-Thanksgiving, pre-Christmas short, because the streets said they wanted something, and I'll be darned if I'm going to disappoint the streets. So I'll talk about that also in the writing update. But first, thank you for your support of this podcast, whether it's a message in my inbox, a tweet, a comment on my YouTube channel, harassment on Instagram Live, Nikki Reads, Ty, Kay, Raymond, everyone else. Y'all know who y'all is, Michelle. I'm here. Y'all better listen and comment. It does not go unnoticed. If you would like to offer more support, I beg of you. I don't beg, but honestly, please. If you would like, head to buymeacoffee.com/books by DL White. There you can offer a one-time or recurring monthly gift. I would be most grateful if you choose to do so. The other way you can support, besides retweeting, reposting, talking about the books that you have enjoyed, is to buy my books. booksbydlwhite.com/books has all of my titles available in whatever platform I have them available in: ebook, print, audio. It's all there. Purchasing directly from my store puts the monies directly into my pocket, like the next day instead of 60 days from now. And we like that a lot. If you prefer to buy them retail, though, all of my titles are available wherever ebooks are sold. They're also available via subscription sites like Everand, which is the new name for Scribd, and Kobo Plus. They're also available to request at your local library through Libby or Hoopla. You can order print through bookshop.org or request them at Resist Booksellers. I believe that is resistbooks.com or resistbooksellers.com. I don't know. Google Resist Booksellers and Demetrius's lovely face will pop up, and you can request them there. I don't really have any books on sale. I think Curl and Die is still on sale in audio for 99 cents. It's like a quarterly thing. Findaway's like, hey, what do you want to put on sale? And I'm like, this one. And they just leave it there for like the quarter. So if you still have not heard Leslie's Curl and Die and you don't own it and you don't want to get it from the library and you don't want to listen to it on Everand and you don't want to listen to it on Kobo and you didn't get it from me at my website where it is full price, you can still go to select retail sites and get it for 99 cents. I mean, if you want to just buy it, you can get it. I believe it's Chirp, Barnes & Noble, and Google Books. Google Audio, Google Play is where it's on sale for 99 cents. So snatch it up. I also, in my last newsletter, talked about a nice benefit for Spotify premium members who like audiobooks. You get 15 free hours a month to listen to audiobooks. That's like 2 or 3 short books, half of a long book. I tested it out during the hashtag 7 to 7 readathon that we did last weekend. That was so enjoyable. I just loved a whole weekend just to like sack out and read books. That was awesome. And then like to have a community to check in with, what are y'all reading? I'm reading this and next is this, without feeling like I was a total slacker all weekend. Not that I ever care about being a slacker. I like to relax. I've actually already used up my hours for the month because I am an audiobook hound. If if I've got a book going, it's probably in audio because I can do other things while I listen. So I've already used up my hours for the month during the readathon. It was a good time. It was a really good time. I think I got in like 1.5 books, which is nice. I'm already paying for Spotify, so I'll take it. A free audiobook. Gimme. So there's that. Last weekend, or not last week, week before, I headed back to New York for the day job, but I also got in a little bit of play. It was such a blast. I had a really good time. It wasn't all that cold. The first part of the week we stayed at the New York Athletic Club, which is right on Central Park. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful views. Absolutely lovely building. Not a huge fan of the meeting facilities, but that's a whole other podcast. Beautiful building. It's old. It's historic. It's got a lot of culture and tradition. It's very fancy. You cannot wear sneakers, gym wear, t-shirts, short dresses. You have to be dressed like a business professional if you walk in that front door. So I was actually very nervous, and I actually bought clothes to wear because typically when I go to these events, I'm support staff. So I can wear, like I can wear business casual, but I got my sneaks on because I'm running from one room to the other and upstairs and downstairs. And can you get this person and tell them lunch is running 15 minutes early? And I'm a runner. I'm a running person. So I almost always have on comfortable shoes, but you can't wear sneakers in this facility. And the gentlemen must wear jackets in the dining area, in the main dining lounge. So it was very fancy, very fancy. Really enjoyed that. And then I decided to stay an extra night in New York. So I moved hotels because I didn't want to pay $400 a night to stay at the athletic club. So I moved a few blocks away to West 35th Street with, I asked for a view of the Empire State Building, and I could see the tip of it. And so that counts. That counts. If I lean out the window and craned my neck, I could see the Empire State Building. So that's good. That's good. Again, had a great, I just wanted to chill. I wanted to chill. I was also, so Monday night, I met up with my good friend, Tarita, who I have known since probably 2004. I don't know when I met her, but we've been friends a long time. And, we had an excellent time at Pazzanotte in the city. It's really just a few blocks away from the New York Athletic Club. I had a giant serving of chicken parmesan. Why are serving sizes so huge? It's so enormous. I couldn't finish it. So, had such a good time meeting up with her. I haven't seen her in years. And then on Thursday night, I got a chance to meet my fanfiction beta. I have a beta specifically for fanfiction. I met her in 2008 when I first started writing, and she sent me a message. She was the person that sent me the message that said, if you don't put that story back up, we are going to have problems. So I put it back up, and she's like, hey, if you want somebody to read through it and just make sure you don't sound creepy or uninformed, I'm happy to do that. And so we have been friends. We have gone from AOL Instant Messenger to email to, what other platform were we chatting on? I feel like we went to something before we moved to we do Facebook Messenger, and we do Instagram Messenger and text. We could literally have 4 different conversations going on. It just depends on, what medium we're on and what, do we find pictures or something funny or, whatever is easiest. So sometimes we have several conversations going. Oh, I sent you it. I sent it on Instagram. Wait, where? Is it on Messenger? Is it on Instagram? Is it on Twitter? So had such a good time meeting her for the first time. It was so weird, having conversations that we would normally have in chat in person. We did not have a whole lot of time to hang out. I can't wait to go back to the Northeast to really have more time to chill and just talk about stuff. Of course, we had to talk about fandom and all of the cool things going on for us as fans of NSYNC. It was such a great time. Really, really great time. Glad that I stayed the extra day. I just decided to chill in the house, not in the house, but in the room. I ordered some Indian, so I had butter chicken and garlic naan, and I watched Law and Order. It was just so relaxing. And then I flew out on Friday, and then I got home and jumped right into the readathon. So what a good week. What a really good week. So let's roll on to today's show. Sorry to ramble for so long about personal things, but today we will start with our book report as always, and then I'm going to talk about my dessert project and my little holiday short. Today is Saturday, November 18th. Where has the year gone? Why is the calendar in a hurry? What's happening? It is 9:01 a.m. I'm running early today, folks. It is sunny and 60 degrees in Atlanta. I have a microphone and I am ready to dig in. But first, and I actually do drink coffee during this break. Let's have some coffee. I made the coffee hot today. It's not very slammable, but I got some in and my tummy is nice and warm. All right, we begin as always with the book report because I am a bookhead. If I'm going to do anything, I'm going to read a book. I have read 154 books of my challenge to read 175 books this year. Dr. Raymond, he is always like, you better not hop on your podcast and talk about how you behind on your reading challenge. Dr. Raymond, I am on track with my Goodreads challenge. So yay, let's talk about the books that I've read in the last couple of weeks. I don't remember where I left off, so some of these might be duplicates. I don't know. I read a book called What I've Done. This is Morgan Dane number 4 by Melinda Lee. I think I've talked about all of these before, but I'm just going to talk about them again. Melinda Lee and Kendra Elliott are they're like thriller writers that they just pump out books. They're easy to read. Their series, so it's like, following the career of a county sheriff or a private investigator or whatnot. So I believe I'm all caught up on the Morgan Dane series, and I'm all caught up on the Sheriff Bree Taggart series. So Melinda Lee, whenever you're ready to publish the next book, I'm ready for you. I read An Unexpected Turn by Mika James. This was a surprise drop. She did a little Beyonce drop, and I'm not mad at it. It was such a good read. Really, really enjoyed that one. Secrets Never Die, which is Morgan Dane number 5 by Melinda Lee. All Good People Here by Ashley Flowers. So this is a debut novel by the co-host of a crime fiction podcast. I think Crime Junkie. Don't quote me on that. I haven't listened to Crime Junkie in years because it just wasn't my jam. But this is a debut novel by a crime fiction aficionado, and a lot of the reviews said this sounded like JonBenet Ramsey fan fiction, and I tend to agree. It wasn't awful for a debut. It was not bad. I would read another novel by this author, but I would expect a little bit more depth and I don't know, skill with the storyline, like something a little bit more original. As someone who just wrote her first thriller-ish kind of piece, I have so much grace for this book, for this story, for the skill of this author. She did it. It's finished. It's out. And at least she can sell hers. So, not bad. I would read another book by Ashley Flowers. So come with it. I read A Perfect Stuffing, which is a hot holiday hookup by Danielle Allen. And there's a book on here that is not on my list, but it's called Free Eats, which is a Veterans Day hot holiday hookup. A Perfect Stuffing is a Thanksgiving Day hot holiday hookup. Both are good. Danielle knows how to talk to me nice. Yes. I always look forward to a holiday, especially if it's not a traditional holiday, because we always get a hot holiday hookup. Danielle be knowing what she's doing. I also read Everyone Here is Lying by Shari Lapena. I think that's how you say her name. This book, I'm having such a good time dishing with author Shelley Ellis Stratton about this book. Because she is a domestic thriller writer, and her next book I think is coming out in June. I've read it. Yes, I mean to brag. It's darn good. You should, as soon as it comes out, put it on your TBR or whatever. Try to get an ARC, what have you. So this book was... I so rarely downrate books. Like, I'm pretty easy when I judge a book, but this book just got on my nerves. It was so nonsensical in the execution. It is a book about literally everyone in this book is lying. Literally everyone in this book is not telling a single bit of truth. And it doesn't help them at all. A child disappears. There's a father who's having an affair. There's a neighbor who he's having an affair with. The neighbor's son is somehow implicated in the disappearance of this child. And the father is blamed because he was supposed to have been taking care of the child. And, mom is just kind of there. There's like another neighbor that's also involved that works with the father and doesn't like him because he's having an affair, and like everybody is lying. Literally everyone here is lying. The issue I have with this book is like, I was really, really, really nervous at the beginning of this book because it looked like the book was going to go this way. And then it quickly swerves to another way, which I don't mind. I love a good twist. But then like once I figured out the twist, I was like, so what's happening here? There's a 9-year-old in this book that reads much older than 9. There's like a young adult in this book that reads much younger than his years. There's an adult in this book that is just literally like... I'm trying to talk about this book without spoiling it, but it's hard. It's hard because this adult... The deal that they struck is nonsensical because of the person that they struck the deal with. And I'm like, this doesn't make sense. And then once they figure out what's really going on, the detective that quote unquote solves the case, like, is like flipping through some pictures and like one weird, odd thing stands out. And they're like, all of a sudden they're like, I know who did it. And like, what? What? Just the ending was like it wasn't a completely satisfying ending because you don't get your monologue of what happened and why, and like it was emotionally unsatisfying to me. I rated this one 2 stars, but I would read another Shari Lapena book. I'm just saying. A book I really, really super enjoyed and have to stand on the roof and shout about is Glory Be. It's a Glory Broussard mystery by Danielle Arsenault. This was so good. I listened to it in audio. It is voiced by the incomparable audiobook bae, Bonnie Turpin. It is so, so good. It is probably the closest you can get, the closest a cozy mystery gets to a suspense thriller novel or like a crime fiction novel, because it's technically a cozy because you don't see murder on the page and there's an amateur detective trying to solve the case, but there's so much like drama and character arc and story. There's so much story in this book. She just did a fabulous job with it. I really, really enjoyed it. It's very good. The next book doesn't come out till 2024, and I'm very sad about it, but I am going to keep an eye out for it on NetGalley because you know how I like my ARCs. I like to get an early copy, an early audio copy if I can get it. So Glory Be by Danielle Arsenault, fantastic novel. I am currently reading Double Mocha Blues by Tyora Moody. If that name sounds familiar, it's because you really enjoy the Eugenia Patterson cozy mysteries. They're like bright yellow illustrated covers. So good. I love the Eugenia Patterson novels. This is a new series that Tayora is starting. It's very good so far. I'm like about halfway through, so I'm going to try to finish that today or tonight, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. And pick up something new. I am thoroughly enjoying my cozy thriller suspense bend right now, but I'm getting ready to go into writing a romance. So I feel like I should pick up a couple of romances. I don't like to read thrillers while I'm writing romance, but I will. If I have read some romance before I start writing a romance, then I will like a little thriller, something with bite to it, something with like teeth to it can be my dessert. I'm weird that way. I treat myself for writing with reading. So, writing update, moving on, I finished The Story of Kate. This is my thrillerish fan fiction piece that I was writing for the Insync Fiction Archive. That is a fan fiction archive that I own and operate. Our October/November challenge was called Poptober. It is celebrating one Christopher Allen Kirkpatrick with stories that pop. We have, I believe, 12 stories, 12 completed stories in the challenge. So I am super proud because we have gone from 1 to 2 stories a month to like a glut of new stories and updates. So I'm very happy. I'm very excited about that. I feel like so much movement in the fandom has brought people back. I've seen a lot of people coming back to the fandom, updating stories they had started and sort of lost the juice for. Seeing the guys active again really has revved up the engines, and I'm excited about it. So I finished Story of Kate. It ended up being 18 chapters. It's a prologue, 18 chapters, and an epilogue. I think it turned out really well. Like, is it something I could publish? No, it's not that good. It's worse than the John Benet Ramsey fan fiction. It's worse than Everyone Here Is Lying, but I am proud of myself because I did it. I stepped way out of my comfort zone. Well, not way out of my comfort zone because there are 2 love scenes in this book, and but like fan fiction is typically where I go to spread my wings, where I can spread out because it's a safe space and there is no way that I can sell it. So I feel the freedom to write the way that I want to write in a way that I know people are looking for. Really, really enjoyed writing it. It's very scary how much I enjoyed being in Kate's mind. So, I have pulled a copy of this document down and edited it and formatted it into ebook. You can pick up a copy of that at booksbydlwhite.com/freebies, where I have extended samples of my books in audio. I also have anything that I have listed for free, which is a couple of free books like Anonymous, which is my interracial New Year's Eve novella that's up. And then some of the fan fiction novels that are like novel or novella length that I'm really proud of. They are not really edited, so read with your heart and not your grammar brain. But they're up and they're in ebook format to make them a little bit easier to read, more bingeable. A few that I'm really proud of are A Misadventure in Cloudcroft, Celebrity, All I Want to Do is like my magnum opus. That's like my first really long novel length fic. And All I Want to Do is the precursor to Story of Kate. I took the characters from All I Want to Do and just planted them into the Story of Kate, so I didn't have to build a whole new universe for these characters. So that's now linked at booksbydlwhite.com/freebies. And if you read it, I hope you enjoy. So up next is a little holiday short. I was going to try to do a Thanksgiving short, but I finished Story of Kate kind of late. I want to let my brain rest a little bit. And then I actually forgot Thanksgiving was next week and not like 2 weeks from now. So I do have some time off next week. So I'm going to try to hammer out a lot, and we'll see what I can get done before Christmas. It's going to be like a post-Thanksgiving, pre-Christmas joint. It's going to be set in Potter Lake, so I don't have to invent a whole new world for this book. And what I want to kind of do is set the scene for the next book in the series. I want to sort of set the scene for Still I Rise instead of jumping direct into that. Sort of what I've done with Beach Thing, where Elysium sets the scene for the next book in the Black Diamond Romance series. I want to let this next short set the scene for Still I Rise, which is going to be Potter Lake Book 4. So I think like little by little, I am learning how to do series. I wish like I read a lot of books and listen to a lot of podcasts on how to write a series, but none of it really sinks in until I do it. I have to put my hands on it. I have to get lost and find my way out and do it my own way. So I will give updates as this story goes. Expect it to be short and steamy. I think second time around is about 8 chapters, and I feel like you're probably going to get about 8 to 10 chapters out of this, like maybe 12 chapters. My plan is 12 chapters, so we'll see how that works. I have names. I have a general storyline that I'm not really going to share quite yet, but I hope it'll be good, and I'm planning to enjoy myself writing it. I will, of course, update next week. I will be back next week. I work Monday and Tuesday, and then I'm off Wednesday through Friday, so I have no excuse to not be reading and writing. So that's what I'm going to be doing this weekend, this week, reading, writing, enjoying myself, relaxing. I honestly still need to unpack from New York. I need to do laundry and wash my hair. So I need to pick out a good audiobook to go along with all of that activity. That brings us to the end of today's episode. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of the Bookcast. I was so happy to have you here. I will be back next week with a reading update and a writing update. Please enjoy this weekend. Have a superlative week, and we will chat again next weekend. Bye-bye. Thank you.